Hello ladies and gentlemen, Xcentauri here and welcome back to another video. I hope all of you are doing well because I am as always, and today we're going to be discussing how realistic is infinite flight, and I think this is a very good question to be asking yourself if you're trying to make infinite flight more realistic or if you're just interested in the flight simulator in general. Now if you are new here as well, I'd just like to, feel free to like and subscribe, especially if you're very new here, because we are growing fast every day. And we are really going to start pushing on towards 6,000 now, so it'd be great if we can hit that as soon as possible. And also to all of you existing or interested members here, memberships are now available on the channel, so you can go have a look at that. They guarantee you flights with me personally on the Infinite Flight live servers. But let's get right into this video without further ado. Now, you'll notice here that we are today spawned at London Gatwick. You should probably be able to tell that, by the really cool bridge they have here at Gatwick. I really do admire this bridge every time I see it. And we are also spawned in a 787. I feel like the gate is a little bit questionable. I feel like you probably should have a bigger aircraft than a 787-8 here, but that's absolutely fine. Now, things that I think make infinite flight realistic are stuff like, you got the walking jetway here. So we can also attach and detach that, and we've also got the ground services. Now, I haven't really chosen the best aircraft to demonstrate this, as the 787 hasn't been reworked in a very long time. Therefore, there's no interior cabin or any doors, so we'll show that in a little bit, and there's obviously no cockpit. So this is sort of an old, pre-2020 aircraft on Infinite Flight standard here. However, I just wanted to demonstrate the example of a 3D airport and all of the moving ground vehicles and how important they make it. Now, obviously, Gatwick here being a very one of the earlier airports which was made 3D here, and you can just see the quality of the airport, all the effort and time that would have gone into it, and just how amazing it really looks here in making Infinite Flight realistic. Now, there are also features you can do yourself to make Infinite Flight more realistic as possible. So, for example, is your flight plans. Now, we're going to make an example one here, and we're going to go to, let's head down to Paris. It's not too far. So I've already selected London Gatwick, and then the first thing you're going to want to use is your SIDS and stars. Now, I do have a tutorial on how to be using the SIDS and stars here in Infinite Flight. I'm going to use a departure one. Assume we're going to head. Let's go northeast. Sure, whatever. It's fine. We'll find an airport around here, and we've added that. So that is our departure start. Now we're going to then. Let's go over to Amsterdam. Now, obviously, in between, you can add checkpoints here, like that, blah, blah, blah. But obviously, that's all down to your own discretion. And we're going to select an approach, or is it an arrival, I believe we need first. We need the arrival star first. And we're going to use this one here. So we're going to probably get rid of that waypoint there. We're looking for a red fire. It's that one. Add to flight plan. We're going to completely ignore. Actually, we can just remove that now. So we're going to go straight from a SID into a star. And then, obviously, we can just select we're going to go on to Amsterdam here. We're going to select our arrival, our approach, sorry. And we can see there's one there, really well connected. It's sort of a yellowy colour, so it is a bit of a guessing game. We've managed to find it on our second guess. That's the one we want, and we're going to add that to our flight plan. And then look, you see kaboom, it adds you onto your landing, blah blah blah. It's probably not the best one to use for an example, but it's absolutely fine. So that is again something you can use here to make Infinite Flight more realistic. Make sure you make good use of these SIDS and stars you get here, because I feel like they're very crucial, very important into making this as realistic as possible for your journey. Now, the next thing that makes Infinite Flight more realistic for yourself is using something such as an online server. So we're going to go on to casual server. Mainly because I don't want to cause any unnecessary havoc for air traffic control. We're going to spawn right here at Terminal 2A, Gate 2A or something. We're going to spawn right there at our 2E787, and I'm going to show you guys, for example, the ATC. Now, you'll see ATC being used in the majority of my videos. It would be very rare if you can find a video where I have yet to use ATC where I'm doing a live flight. Very regularly I will. Now, ATC, we're going to turn up the ATC volume, just so you guys can get an idea of what it's like. So I've probably put it a little bit too loud. We'll put it down here just a little bit and just see if there's anyone talking in the ATC. For example, we can always just use it ourselves. So you're about to see the least realistic thing in a realistic video. We're going to just announce our taxi. to 27 left.
London Heathrow Radio, November 444 Echo Uniform, taxiing to runway 27 left.
I don't think anyone needs pushback vehicles.
London Heathrow Radio, Foxtrot Mike Juliet Heavy is on final, runway 27 right.
Okay, so there you go, you can now hear everyone talking. There's people on final, although I don't see anyone on final. This guy's at 800 feet doing a low flyby over the airport. There he is. This is, yeah, so you guys get the idea. We have live ATC here in Infinite Flight. That was awful from them. But yeah, you get it, guys. We get live ATC here on Infinite Flight. Now, the next things we can all do to make your flights more realistic is the aircraft you choose, and of course the username or the flight that you choose to go with. So we'll, for example, go Cathay Pacific. We're going to fly, let's go Expert Server, and we want to fly from London Heathrow. So of course you can only choose certain gates here. So I'm going to go Terminal 3, for example. But of course here, I believe on the online bit, you can change your name somewhere. But it's going to take me about half day to find it. So your subscriptions, your call signs. So here we go. So obviously you can change your call signs. Mine's obviously November 444 Echo Uniform. But you can go into airlines and you can just scroll down here. Got Air Canada and all of these. But we're going to go to C, Cathay Pacific. You know, and you can do heavy, or and it gives you your own call sign and everything comes up. So hopefully that's not changed. We're still November 444 Echo Uniform. If you ever see that, it will probably be me, unless someone's feeling kind of cool. Now there is also a no-fly zone over Gatwick and London City, or a no-TAM. I'm not too sure. There must be an event or something going on. We can obviously see on the expert server where the ATC currently is, or usually you can. There's a lot of little red things going around. So that obviously these airports are too small. So there's lots of different things you can do here, and I'm not too sure how to tell where ATC currently is on the expert server, which is quite frustrating. Probably have to look online. I don't see any going green. Maybe there is no ATC at the moment. Might be the case unless we're down here. New. Okay, that's interesting. Right, anyways, that's completely irrelevant. We've just spawned back here at London Heathrow. Now, so obviously these are made for flight more realistic. You can choose your flight plans, you can choose your altitude and your cruising speeds to more realistic standards. And make sure you use Flight Radar, because that again can increase your realism experience here on Infinite Flight. So I hope you guys did find most of these tips quite useful. I'm just going to plonk on these ground vehicles so you can see here that the doors are now all opening. So you guys can see exactly what I mean by this. So yeah. There we go, all opening up. So if you did enjoy the video, please make sure you like and subscribe. And other than that, I hope to see you all in my next video. Good night.